The Thunder Radio Morning Show, weekdays from 6:30 to 8:30, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle and New Haven Mortgage.
Morning, everybody. Morning, Philip, Christy, first with the comments again today. You guys are slacking. Should get y'all a couple days in a row, I think. I am feeling a little better today. Thanks for asking. Head is still a little bit bothersome, but not terrible. Holly's here somewhere. There she comes. Happy Tuesday to you, everybody. Welcome in to the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors out there. We're glad to have you with us on this Tuesday morning, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle, and there's many great ways to make you look great, including tummy tucks. Talk to him in Manchester, 482 Interstate Drive. All right, we got a lot to do today. It's Tuesday, 2 Reels and a Fake. I completely forgot to do that, so we'll have to put that together at some point this morning before we get things going. We've got Name That TV theme song, Stupid Silly Stat, birthdays, calling those in anytime on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines at 728-1320. We'd love to have those in and whatever else we get into. So it's going to be a very busy day. Plenty of ways to catch the show. You can watch us on Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio and watch on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile cams. We'd love to have you there. Also, you can listen to the show, AM 1320, FM 1079, FM 1067 worldwide on the Manchester Go app and at thunder1320.com. 66 degrees to get started today. That's your Wisteria Hill temperature update, headed for a high of 86 degrees today as we start to inch back up near the 90s. And that's where we're going to be this weekend. A lot of warmer temperatures. Wisteria Hill Boutique near downtown Manchester has all the new arrivals ready for you. 205 South Woodland Street. Get over and see them at Wisteria Hill Boutique. On that note, I do believe it's time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and the president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. She's by far the looks inside of the studio. She is the president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, and she is one of the reasons the rockin' world goes round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
They're grinning like a possum for some reason.
I intend to do a good job today.
Oh, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. Good intentions.
I'm going to flirt with you hard today,
Uh-oh.
so you just get ready.
I forgot all about 2 Reels and a Fake. I better do those real fast.
All alone.
Oh, sing it. That sounded so good that Facebook may tag us for copyright infringement.
I love Tom Petty.
Right? Who doesn't love Tom Petty? Tiffany.
She don't like Tom Petty.
I don't get that.
Did she really don't like him?
No, I can't stand him.
Really?
I know. And I'm like, well, we can't all be right, I guess.
That's all right.
I just don't know how you cannot like Tom Petty.
You know what music I don't like? I just can't get into it. And I think the musicians are talented, and they're amazing. I just don't like jazz. I don't like jazz music.
Yeah, I like the horns and
I don't like
rock music.
I don't like a lot of horns. Sounds like noise to me. I don't know if it's the pitch of, like, I don't know. I'm not jazz man.
Tuesday morning, comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community. Shout out to the high school golf team. Got a really big win yesterday over Tullahoma. They shot a 299. What?
I think it might have been good luck. I went out there and took some photos.
Yeah, certainly were good luck.
I got a goober while I was there, a golf Uber. He drove me around, and you know that scene in Ace Ventura 2 where he's riding the Jeep through the fields,
Yeah.
bouncing everywhere. That's what it was like.
Did you learn where you can go and where you
Nope.
can't go?
Because at one point we was in waist high grass, and I just don't feel like I'll ever be comfortable enough to drive the areas he drove. I just am not that confident on the golf course.
All these years, and Holly just does not know where things are.
When I
out there.
know that I have to go take golf pictures,
She
I
gets
get
anxious all the-
anxiety. I got a stomach ache. Oh no, I got to go take golf pictures. And
Because one time she was in the way.
yeah, one time it was like Happy Gilmore when they're like, Mr. Gilmore, Mr. Lafferty's gonna tee off now, and Happy Gilmore's like, okay, good luck, and they're like, get out of the way. That was me. I was Happy Gilmore. I think Jackson Shimwell was getting ready to tee off. I was like in a bad spot.
Yeah,
And
I'm like, okay. And then
I felt so dumb that I never want to drive a golf cart again.
And then I'm just kind of like, well, you got to know better.
Yeah, because you just know
To not stand in front of somebody with a golf club and a
Josh,
ball. Yeah.
if I'm this way, that's all fine and good. I'm looking, but sometimes there's people coming from the opposite direction.
You got to know which direction the course flows.
It would be nice to know everything. We're not all as
It's not that.
you know,
no. You
smart
don't get to
as
play that card.
You don't just come out of the womb knowing which way to
No.
go on a golf course. Have I ever played golf out there? Nope. Sure ain't.
You've never played golf there?
No.
Well, we need to go play around so you know where everything's at. I assumed you played there. You've been out there a
Oh,
bunch.
assumed I played golf there.
You've been out there a bunch.
I go eat out there.
Out there?
I've been to the driving range with you, but the only time I am on that golf course is when I'm taking pictures,
Yeah.
and usually somebody is driving me.
But we gotta teach you where the holes are. That would probably help. You navigate your way around the golf course.
I enjoy taking pictures of golf. I like it. When I get out there and I got a driver, it's fine. But if I have to get in a cart by
So
myself,
bougie. She has to have her own driver.
I'm just not y'all don't want me out there on that golf course getting in people's way. Nobody wants that. It's not a bougie thing. It's self-awareness.
Lack of desire to learn. That's what I'm going to go with.
Ever, buddy.
Or to self-improve. That's what I'm going to go with.
You're such a punk because I improve daily. I don't know how much better I can even get.
Figure out how to drive a golf cart around the golf course. Anyway, high school golf with a win yesterday. 299. They shot outpaced Tullahoma by 3 strokes. Tullahoma was 302 on the day. Yep. And high school soccer lost their season opener 4-1 last night at Shelbyville. I think they were down 1-0 at the half. Ended up losing 4-1. That's about all in terms of the middle school. Westwood Middle School volleyball lost 2-0 to Eagleville. And there's some other things we'll have on our website later. We are 3 days away from the Big Mouth Bluegrass Festival at the Caverns. That's coming up this weekend. Get your tickets at thecaverns.com. Kids under 12 are free. It's going to be a fun weekend there. And 10 days away from high school football. That's next Friday. I guess we ought to finish up all the things we're working on there, huh? In terms of high school football. We got a lot of things we got to do. Videos and All kind of
Nah,
things we got to put together.
Well, we'll have a meeting about that because I'm not doing a bunch of double work.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you've got a little one, K through 5, that would be interested, the Lady Rocket cheerleaders are having a mini rocket cheer clinic. That's going to be August the 24th from 1 through 5. You get a T-shirt with registration. What?
From 1 to 5?
Yeah.
Okay. You said 1 through 5, and then I thought
1
it
to
was
5.
ages or something.
Are you sure I said through?
100%.
Yeah, all the hours, 1 through 5 of them. Clinic shirt is included, and that's worth your registration fee right there. So get them signed up. I think maybe that's all. Josh and I sat out on the back porch last night. That's what we like to do in the evenings because we're 70.
Mm-hmm.
We like to sit on the back porch and watch the hummingbirds. We've got a gaggle of hummingbirds. What do you call a flock of them?
I don't know.
Like just a bunch of a
group.
You
Some
Google that.
hummers.
You Google that while I tell this story. I got it. My mom got me a hummingbird feeder, and I hung it on the back porch. And last year we may have saw 1, 2, but this year there's been 3 or 4 of them, and they are fighty. They're really fighty and territorial over this. There's plenty of room.
Charm. A group of hummingbirds is called a charm.
That is the cutest thing I've ever heard. That is the perfect, because they're little tiny charms. But there's enough room on the hummingbird feeder for all 4 of them to sit and drink, and until they just can't drink no more. It's huge, and they fight. Only one will sit at the thing at a time. Only one hummingbird will sit on the little perch and drink at a time, and if another hummingbird even comes close, then it attacks them. And so me and Josh are sitting there. I'm like, oh, these hummingbirds are aggressive. And Josh is like, look, they're playing. Looks like they're playing tag.
I did not say that.
They're just having fun.
No,
I'm like, buddy,
I did not say that.
No, you did.
No, I did not.
You said they're playing.
Earlier in the conversation, I said, are they playing or are they fighting?
No.
And then we looked it up, and it said they're fighting because they're very territorial. And then
you're so.
And then I said they're playing, and you said no, they're not. They're fighting. I said, well, in my world, they're playing and they're having a good time.
Before we looked it up, you said they're playing. They could be playing if you want. It's fine.
In my mind, they're playing, and everybody's having a good time back there.
You're like, look at them go. Look at the little hummingbirds. And then Josh will talk to him. He'll go, there's enough for everybody. You can share. Just on our back porch talking to hummingbirds.
Because we are 75 years old all of a sudden. That's what we do with our time.
I was talking to someone yesterday about the being introverted. I am a huge introvert.
She is.
But I have an extroverted job that I have to fake. And he was saying that he's also that way, but his wife is an extrovert, like can just go and chat. And I don't really know what you are, honestly, because you like to talk. You like to talk to people.
Here's what I am. I am, but I want to be at that particular time.
Okay.
If I feel like being extroverted, then I'll go talk. If I feel like being introverted, I want people to get away from me. And there's really no way to know. Like, I'm a little bit crazy. Like, there are days where I'm cool. I want to be around people. I don't mind chatting and having a good time. And there's days where I just don't want to see anybody. Is anybody else not like that? Where you have days where you're like, I just don't, I'm tired.
No, I have days like that, but I never, hardly ever, if ever, have had a day where I'd like to be around some people today. I could absolutely
I don't wake up with that
hermit.
intent, but I don't. how often am I the one making plans to go do things? But it's just, if there are things to do, there are days that I'm willing to do them, and there's days that I'm not. There's days I don't want to be around anybody. I mean, anybody, not even myself. I don't want to be around. Like, I just want
Likewise.
to be alone.
I'm glad you feel that too.
Yeah. And I don't know how to explain that. Like, I get irritated with myself. Like, I'm just in a mood. I don't want to talk to anybody. The girl one day was like, I think Josh thinks I'm the favorite some days. And then some days I think that he doesn't like anybody. And I'm like, that's
some days
pretty
he
accurate.
thinks the boy's the favorite.
Yeah.
Some days he doesn't like anybody.
Yeah, she said that sometimes I think I'm the favorite. Some days I think that the boy one's the favorite. And some days I don't think he likes anybody
they
at all.
have that stupid. I hate it. I hate this argument. Who's mom's favorite? Well, I think this one's mom's favorite. And well, no, this one's the favorite. And I hate that because I don't like either one of them. And
that's what I tell him. I don't like either one of you very much, especially at this age. Y'all grow up.
I hate that. It's like, I can't wait till y'all have kids because I'm going to tell one of them, hey, your mama told me your brother was her favorite. And I'm going to tell the sister, I'm going to say, hey, your mama said your sister was her favorite. Go ask her. And I'm going to just leave the house. Give them both a Hershey bar and leave the house.
Sounds like a great idea. That sounds like something I would really enjoy doing.
I just don't like that game.
No, but they've insisted on playing it for a long time. Maybe you want to save that discussion for next segment?
No, I don't need to talk about it at all.
Well, we just don't really have anything for next segment.
I was just trying to do a good job.
You're doing a great job. You're doing fine.
Round 1.
Well done. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. The heat is returning. We had a couple of cooler days, but we're back up in the upper 80s today. Maybe you're working outside. Maybe you're headed to the lake with the day off. I don't know where you're going, but it's going to be hot. Twice the Ice Manchester has 18-pound bags of ice for $2.50. You cannot beat that. You just cannot beat it. $2.50 for 18-pound bags of ice. You'll get over and see them in the Save a Lot Shopping Center. Best price in town, and they're open 24/7. So if you get your day started early, don't matter how early, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, they're open and ready for you at Twice the Ice Manchester.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment that only takes talking.
Holly starts talking to the people as soon as the segment ends. Like, no, give me time to switch the mics off.
I'm just talking to you.
Now you're talking to everybody, so be careful what you say. Clint said, Lauren Nettles said I was her favorite in secret. It's not a secret, I don't think.
I did. I'm not going to tell because my brother's listening, and I promised I would never tell. I had a relative, honest to goodness, this happened. I did have a relative tell me that I was their favorite. I'm not going to say which relative because there's a lot. So I'm gonna just put that out there, and he can ponder on who he thinks is I'm their favorite. Are you doing work?
Yep. 2 Reels in Effect.
You may come up with a different segment there, so you don't have to do that today. We can put something else there.
No, I'll do something.
I exercised yesterday.
She did exercise. We'll talk about that next.
And what am I going to talk about here, buddy? Let me see if I got something. Because I'm not getting any interaction from you.
Well, I'm busy.
You should have did your work yesterday.
It was my birthday. I had to broadcast ball last night.
I just don't have nothing. When I leave here, I have so many things pop in my head while I'm driving.
Write it down in your book.
While I'm driving, I'm thinking, I'll remember that later. And I don't even remember. Or I'll be doing something like dishes or laundry where I'm not around a pen and paper at that time. or I'm busy and not on my phone. Your dad said you're just getting old and ornery.
Pretty much. I just want to
like
sit and
you've
look at my
always-
hummingbirds
you've
and
al-
drink my coffee.
I feel like you've always been ornery.
Probably. Now I'm just getting old. There's something soothing about watching them birds.
Their wings, they have that calming hum sound.
Right? They
And
just
they
stop
give out that
fighting.
the little tiny. And we were talking last night. I wish I could get them to lay nests up on the back porch so I could look at them. But instead, we got to have like big fat robins lay their eggs up there, and they
Right.
crap all over everything and make a mess of like all my plants.
They just completely tear into our ferns, man.
We have a little like mini fridge on the back porch. It's not big. And a daggone bird was trying to make a nest in the back of it where the wires and motor and stuff is back there. I evicted that mama.
They build nests on top of the ceiling fan blades.
I gotta keep my fans on in the spring, or else they'll put muddy it's like they're using mud.
That's what they did to get to hold the stuff together.
I thought they weaved it.
You know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
6:30 to 8:30, Monday through Friday. Glad to have you with us. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle, drvanwinkle.com. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Holly got a workout in yesterday.
I got a little cardio in.
3 miles.
I went with my sister. Her youngest is in school now, so
She needs something to do to pass the time, I reckon.
she's got some free time. And my schedule's flexible. I'm usually
Not working.
busy in the afternoons, so we decided we were going to start exercising like maybe 3 days a week or something. So we went, and she is probably the most athletic of the daughters in terms of, I think she played the most sports in high school out of all of us. I mean,
no, you had a killer soccer career.
shut up with that. Anyway,
Ask who had more goals in their soccer career, me or Holly. It's the same
I had an assist.
in a scrimmage.
That was a game, buddy.
You broke your leg in a preseason scrimmage.
I wasn't out the whole season.
Oh, you got back.
I played in soccer games, okay, actual games.
Okay.
And I got a really good assist one time. It was the highlight of my career. I wasn't trying to assist. I was trying to shoot it. I gave that kick everything I had. I was wore out from running up the field. I didn't think I could run anymore. And I took every ounce of energy I had and kicked it as hard as I could. And it went about 5 feet. And the girl beside me scored.
Nice.
And she was like, that was a great pass. And I was like,
Yes, it
you
was.
bet it was.
Exactly what I wanted to do. Anyway, so she exercised yesterday with the most athletic sister. I mean, she's ran half marathons.
Yeah, and that's
things.
that's another point. My sister like runs because she enjoys it or something. I don't know what that's like, but she's got more stamina than I do when it comes to running. And I told her, I said, look, I'll run some. I'm gonna walk mostly, and I'll run when I can. But you go on ahead and run. I know she could get out there and run the whole 3 miles and not have to stop. But she didn't. She walked the whole way. And then I kind of felt bad because I felt like she wasn't getting her exercise in. So I would try and push myself, which I guess is good for me probably not good for her. But about halfway through, I had to go to the bathroom. We was over there about under the bridge there. I guess it would help if I told y'all what bridge. By the girls' softball field.
Dave King Park there, the bridge.
That
the railroad tracks? Or are you talking about up by the street?
street.
So Waite Street.
Waite
The
Street.
Waite Street Bridge. Okay.
Yeah, where the greenway kind of loop-de-loops under the road there. Anyway, I wasn't really close to a bathroom, but I knew if I was going to try and run again, I needed to relieve myself. So I broke the law and I went in the bushes.
You should have been like the Secret Service, just broke in somebody's house. Use that. Or broke into a business or something.
Yeah.
Just pick the lock, go on in.
I'm only trespassing.
Yeah, it's okay. This is allowed. Secret Service did it.
I was kind of hoping Bongino would get into that, but it was almost like he touched the surface until more information come out.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like but he yeah.
Back to your story. Let's keep you on track.
That was the thing about going to the bathroom in the bushes on the greenway, which I don't think you're supposed to do.
A lot of people do it, though.
I think that's indecent exposure.
Well, it's only indecent exposure if somebody sees you. It's not. They're not exposing to anybody if they don't see it.
So you can. Is there a law against urinating?
I mean,
in public?
I mean, if you tell everybody, probably. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I've done it a bunch. So
for a girl, it's a guy is different. For there's more into it for a lady, and you gotta make sure you know where the poison ivy's at, and but then also you want to be positioned where if someone's walking by, they can't see through like a opening in the bushes or something. It's you got to be strategic.
a lot going on there. A lot of moving parts.
Yeah. All in all, I'm not sore today, but after my run, I just felt real tight right here.
Your hip flexors.
My hip flexors, whatever that is, it pulled real tight yesterday.
Yeah, those hurt. How much would you say you ran of the 3 miles?
Have you already asked my sister?
No.
Did she tell you?
She did not.
I didn't know if you were trying to see if I exaggerated that number, and I was like, I probably ran one of that.
Tell me, and then I'll ask her and see if it's accurate.
I probably ran a quarter of a mile.
But you got to start somewhere.
I don't know. I just it wasn't a lot at all. Yeah, probably a quarter of a mile. I hated it. There were several times when we were walking and I'm like, I hate this. She goes, you want to do this hill? No, I want to walk up that hill. You see how hard I'm breathing right now? She's not breathing hard at all. She's like skipping and like carrying on full conversations. And
true competitors enjoy the challenges. I'm not sure what you are.
Excuse me?
You like the challenges of the hills and the trying to beat your times.
Why do I have to challenge everything my first day? Like, why do I have to be like, so golly, Holly's amazing. She ran up that hill and she don't, good for her for being.
Jessica with a good point. You know, your sister's also 32, so she's a little bit younger.
So younger, more athletic, lots of energy. She's just better.
There's something.
I'm gonna go beat her up when I get off here.
I don't. You probably could. There's something though. I don't know what it is with you, but the inability for physical exertion without getting sick or just completely shot. I don't understand what it is, and I don't know. I've never seen anything quite like it. And like I've seen people out of shape, but they eventually get to shape. Just cardiovascularly, like they eventually get to where they can do more. Hey, today I did 5 minutes. Tomorrow I did 5.5. Then I did 7. And then I did 8. And then I did 9. Then I did 11. And they work their way up. But for you, I've never seen anything quite like this where I don't know what the deal is where you can't increase the productivity.
You sound disappointed in me.
Yeah, because I don't understand why. I'm just like,
He
and
wants
I don't
to
know
be
if it's
like-
a willpower thing.
This is what Josh wants. He wants to be able to tell his friends, my wife is a runner, and it shows. And that's never going to be me, buddy. I'm never going to be a runner, ever. That will never. I hate it. I hate
She is
running.
being fake right now. So I just want her.
What?
That's not real.
What's not real?
I don't want to say those things. I want you to be healthy in the long term. That's all I want. I want you to be able to get up and walk 3 miles a couple times a week so you can be in good heart health and live a long life. That's all I want.
Listen,
And I'm being nice, and I like my wife to be around. And
you're
be
making
healthy.
me sound like I don't do nothing. But when we're outside working, I stay out there and I pull my weight just as much as everybody. Tell them I'm a good worker.
I didn't say she's a bad worker.
Like outside, like when we were doing the pool, putting the pool together.
Oh yeah, she was very helpful.
Don't say it like that. I was helpful.
She was very helpful. I said that.
And I didn't complain about nothing, about being tired or needing a break. You would just make me mad. That's why I don't
That's
even.
different than being in
you
good
just make me mad.
cardiovascular health. We need to take you to the doctor.
I can't do nothing right here. Listen, I started taking vitamins. I started drinking more water, and then this dude's going to give me a hard
happened,
time. I went and walked 3 miles yesterday, and dude is like, I wish you could do that without getting winded.
No.
Be nice if you could do that without running out of breath. Okay, buddy.
And I think here's the problem. I think
you're the problem.
No, I don't think that's it. I think what happens is Holly is well known for her lack of patience. There is none. There's no patience. She doesn't have any. And she says otherwise, she's lying. She has no patience. Some people who have a little patience or not much patience, she has no patience. And I think she goes out to exercise, whether it's running, walking in the pool, at the gym, and she wants to be able to do everything that everybody else is doing today. And she tries that, and then she gets sick, and she hurts herself, or she's sore, and then she doesn't come back. And then we wait, and then she will not refuses to just do a slow build, just a real, or she'll come one day and she will do it slow.
I try to do a slow build. My dude is like, can you do that without like getting winded? Can you go up the hill? Challengers like to be challenged, Holly. Like you're psychotic, I think.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
No,
she can't
the
walk.
words that come out of your mouth are, 1 minute it's like, yeah, you got to push yourself, Holly. Go up that hill. Challenge. And then you're like, Holly, you got to take it easy. You just got to start off low.
86 degrees for your high, mid-60s overnight tonight, up around 87 tomorrow, and sunny skies both days. We start to see a rain chance back in the forecast on Thursday, 20 to 30% chance of rain, up around 90, and then a 50% chance of rain on Friday with a high of 90, and a 50% chance of rain Saturday with a high of around 90. So get back up to those summertime temps. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. You want to sit outside and enjoy the hummingbirds, but you can't because the mosquitoes are everywhere and the ants are everywhere, and they're just awful. Call Patent Pest Control. No contracts, 931-247-0781. Games are next on The Morning Show.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio.
Your hometown radio station.
Finish saying what you were going to say.
I don't even know what I was talking about.
Holly was the least athletic person out of 5 kids. She wasn't even close to any of the rest. It was sad, actually.
I'm athletic, okay? And I certainly am more athletic than he is now. Are you going to bring something to the table? Is it just me today?
No. I'm done. I was on the way in this morning. Yesterday, I noticed my tire was low. And I was, of course, it's going to be something is going to happen, right? Tire's low. So put some air in it, it's low again. So obviously something's in the tire. Couldn't find it. I looked, couldn't find it. So this morning I was like, hey, Holly, I'm going to drop this car off at the shop, and that way they can work on it while we're on the morning show. They can get it as soon as they come in. And I said, can you pick me up? That'd be good if you pick me up. on the way to the station. That way that can happen. And I'm sitting there waiting on her. I went and checked the door. The place is locked, which I assumed, but I was just checking. And I'm all the way back to the truck, and I look, and there goes Holly, just driving right on by at a steady speed. And then I called her, and she didn't answer the phone. And I called her again, and she didn't answer the phone.
That's because I was turning around.
I was about to, but you should have answered because I was one more call, and I was about to just turn the key on and leave.
I knew it wasn't going to be. I knew. I didn't even get all the way past Hullets. I said, oh, let me turn around. And that's what happened. I turned right around.
But I couldn't see that.
You were fine. You're fine.
But I didn't know that. So I was
no, we didn't know.
I was about to leave.
But you didn't. You
But
would have saw me because I was pulling in.
Then we would have passed each other.
Josh.
Tell her she should have answered the phone and said, I'm coming back. Tell her. She I don't know what kind of justification
I
she's
was
got
doing
here.
this thing to turn around and come back and get you.
I could be 500 pounds and still be more athletic than you.
Bet. Pick it. Pick it. What sport? Pick it. You want to throw frisbees, buddy? He gonna get on here and be like, oh, Holly knew she had to come get me and went right by. Tell him what you did. I said, hey, your lunch is sitting next to your coffee. He says, okay, thank you. Grabs his coffee, walks out the door, leaves his lunch. They're sitting together. The bag and the cup were touching.
They were. I'll at least admit it.
Because you were wrong.
She won't admit it when she's wrong.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You have a phone, answer it. It's in the wedding vows. Yes.
It would have taken more
Brian notices
time.
Holly takes a sip of coffee every time she says buddy. It's a little game. Okay, buddy.
I'm sweating. Yeah, but look at this.
Quite the athlete she is. She's so worked up on the radio this morning.
You should be happy. That means I'm well hydrated.
She got that coffee. The coffee make you hot.
I don't want to do this anymore. I'll come on the air and I was like, I'm going to do a good job. I'm going to do a good job. And then you just make me so mad.
You're doing good today. It's a good show.
Is that what it takes? Like I have to get mad?
Yeah, you're doing good.
I have to become irritated?
You're your best you when that happens.
You do that, then you do this on purpose to me.
Do what? Get you riled up? I got a headache again today. It wasn't as bad as yesterday, but it's still not as bad, but it's still just right in there. A little bothersome.
Mrs. Doris Marie passed away on Sunday, August 4th, at the age of 85.
You look cute today.
Is survived by her loving husband of 32 years, Ronald.
Is this a trick?
No, you look cute today.
Daughters, Tina Bradley and Beth Green. Sisters, Lois Young.
I set out with the goal to tell everybody. I tried to tell everybody, thank you for telling me happy birthday, like on Facebook.
It's a lot.
And
I saw
couldn't
you
do it
on there
this year.
comment. I'm like, look at my dude go. Just
Couldn't do it.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It was.
I was like,
There's 1,000 of them. I can't do it. And the praying. I
we
guess.
can't. We could do it before we bought the radio station because we didn't know that many
Yeah,
people.
I get 300 of them or something, but now it's just like there's so many. You know, then there's the ones on the Thunder page, and then you've made a post, so they're there. And then there's the people take it on my wall, and they're there. And then I got the text, and then Instagram shares, and there's just so many. I'm sorry. I'm just going to do the thing.
That's why people post. Thank you to
we go.
everyone that told me happy birthday.
I try to be personal and tell everybody thank
I
you, but
know.
it's like I just can't do it anymore. There really was a lot though. It's always cool to see the athletes and the kids share it on the Instagram. There's a bunch of those.
There were some athletes that texted me happy birthday that I didn't even know they had my number.
Kids are resourceful. Yeah, I'm tired.
For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better. Since 1975, we've
My head does hurt from Holly pressure. That's what it is. It's not sinus pressure, it's Holly pressure. I'm going to need some more pills. Just give me again.
Pills?
Some ibuprofen or something.
Who says I need pills? Who says that?
I just said that.
I need something for my headache, or do you have any ibuprofen, Tylenol? I need pills.
You got anything better than ibuprofen? I'll take those too.
Live and local radio morning show. You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Going along on this Tuesday on the morning show. Holly, what's for lunch at Prater's Barbecue?
Thank you, brother. Smoked pulled pork, half smoked chicken, fried catfish, chicken and dressing, white beans, turnip greens, au gratin potatoes, skillet corn, pasta salad, coleslaw, and side salad. Get your choice of a meat, 2 sides, a drink, and bread, all for just $9.99. Find Prater's at 620 Woodbury Highway.
We got games to play. Name that TV theme. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, name that TV show.
TV
We're going
show.
to play a little 1, 2, and 3 second clips of a theme song. It's your job to figure out what it is. Give us a call on the Ben Lomond hotline. The area code is 931-728-1320.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
A Thunder Radio shirt for grabs here. Thunder Radio shirt up for grabs.
I want to stay on the one for a bit. Don't rush it.
We hit that at the same time. We know each other well. 728-1320. You ever wonder how often people tune in to the show and then don't
Hattie got it.
and then don't realize we're married and wonder what that's about? Jessica says, no clue what that is. Did Sublime have a TV thing? Morning show.
Is it The Simpsons?
It is The Simpsons. Good job. What's your name?
Nolan.
Nolan. Good job, Nolan. You watch The Simpsons?
What?
Do you watch The Simpsons?
Not much, but occasionally.
Occasionally. Okay, occasionally. What do you say you watch or listen to the most? The morning show or The Simpsons?
Morning show.
Boom.
Yeah.
Good answer. You passed the test. Come on by and get you a shirt. Good job.
Yippee!
That sounded real, too. That sounded real.
This was my favorite show growing up.
The Simpsons.
I love The Simpsons. I love the intro because every time when they got on the couch and it was always something different.
I wasn't allowed to listen or to watch The Simpsons.
That's too bad.
I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons or Ren and Stimpy.
Those were both good cartoons.
And that's why I grew up better than you, clearly.
You always had guests, like guest celebrities that would come on The Simpsons and do voiceovers and stuff. It was fun trying to figure out who it was. And I don't know. I just loved it.
A show now that I can't, if it's on and I just, I don't watch a lot of TV, right? But if it's on and I get caught watching it, I'll watch it for hours. Family Guy. If Family Guy's on,
Family Guy's funny.
it's a funny show. But it's not like I'm like, oh, I got to go home and watch some Family Guy. But if it's on, I get caught. I'll watch 5-6 episodes of that.
Yeah.
I can't stop. It goes from one to another. And it is hilarious.
I feel like it's funny because the jokes they're smart jokes. Like
When they're not afraid to really go after anything.
Yeah.
Which is pretty, it's what I like. That's my sense of humor. Let's go after all of it. Jessica said, my kids sound like Stewie. Mom.
Mama.
That is true. I remember when ours were just a little bit younger. and they just the sense the and I see this happen with the nieces and nephews now, but the insistence of interrupting, like when you're talking to another person,
That would, yeah.
that drove me insane.
You always hated that. Josh goes, "Hey,
I did not.
I'm talking."
I just didn't
Like
have
that.
a lot of patience for that.
He gave the little hand, like the little straight hand slap.
Well, yeah. I'll let them know I could be hitting them next.
Hey,
that.
Adults are talking.
Well, because they would want to interrupt over something just so trivial.
Look at me. Look what I can do.
Yeah. And I get they want your attention, but they're going to have to learn to entertain themselves over there. I mean, it's not like, believe me, those kids got plenty of attention. It's not like they didn't get any. It's not like, we were over here, I don't know, having a case of beverages and not paying attention to them, or we worked 95 hours a week and they didn't get attention. They got plenty of attention. They got too much attention and they're spoiled. That's what happened. All right. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Congratulations to Nolan, winner on Name That TV Theme. We got more games coming up in a minute. Stupid Silly Stat. I'm going to give away my last 2 tickets to Lake Winnie. I got 2 more. These are my last 2 for the summer, and you got to use them before Labor Day. So it'll be a good weekend trip in the next couple of weeks to take. So that's next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Before we do that, though, I want to give you a temperature update right now. It's kind of a cool start again. We've enjoyed these cooler mornings. 66 degrees right now, headed for high of 86 today. Temp brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique in downtown Manchester. Y'all get on by and see them at Wisteria Hill. They do such a good job of keeping new clothes in stock, new arrivals. They post pictures on their Facebook page so you know what they've got. You can always stop by and see them. 205 South Woodland Street near the square in downtown Manchester. That's the Woodland Shopping Plaza on the corner, kind of that area that burnt a few years ago. They were in there. And on Facebook, Wisteria Hill Boutique.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local news update is brought to you by Springs.
So now when I see other kids trying to interrupt their parents, I want to whack them. I'm like, stop, they're talking. Leave them alone. But that's probably not my job.
I'm trying to pick a really good stat today. I didn't feel like the stat yesterday.
I wasn't allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead either.
Who said that?
I said that. Josh Taylor was talking.
I wasn't allowed to watch it, but I watched it.
Years ago, kids were to be seen and not heard. Not today.
I shouldn't say I watched Beavis and Butthead because I didn't watch it when it was like music videos. When Beavis and Butthead, when it was just a show where they showed music videos. I watched it when it was the movie. Do you remember when the movie came out?
I didn't see that either. I did like the new Beavis and Butthead Go Woke. I did like that. Just the trailer of it. It's pretty funny.
Well, is that a real thing?
Yeah.
It's a movie?
No, it was the show, right? Didn't the show come back? Didn't they bring that show back? There was the trailer where the Beavis and Butthead learned to go woke or whatever.
I don't remember.
Where they just were stealing police cars and doing whatever they wanted to. Pretty funny.
Oh, goodness. What was the first little trivia? What was the first cereal to offer a prize?
Cracker, no. Frosted Flakes.
You're close. It was Corn Flakes in 1909.
Really?
Listen. 1909.
Jessica Addison had it right. She's a Corn Flakes.
Corn Flakes gave out the funny Jungle Land moving picture book with the cereal.
The 90s was such a better time. I know there's nothing. I mean, just, we used to look forward to getting your little toys in the boxes and.
That I don't know if they do toys in the boxes.
I don't think they. I know they don't anymore.
I
love that.
I did too. I would tear a box. You could always tell when I had come through and got the toy out, reach my hand down because
touched all the cereal.
The box, the sides would be pushed out and misshapen. Cereal would be
overflowing
out of the bag, in between the bag and the box. for a color changing spoon. All that for. Let's see if I can do more trivia. That's what we should do during the breaks, trivia.
Once in a while, cereal will do it. I'm not seeing a lot of that, but I don't eat the cereals, so I'm sure they do
We
it.
had our neighbor said she had never had Cracker Jacks.
Oh yeah, we bought her some at the ball game, at the baseball game.
I was like, it comes with a prize.
Yeah.
When I was little, it used to be like a little
ring,
ring
yeah.
or something. It was never.
Because
No.
she was sitting next to me and Holly's like pointing at the box like there's a prize in it.
There's a prize in the box.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the popcorn.
This almost 16-year-old girl was like, "Oh, look,
It was
a tattoo."
It was a little like sticker that you couldn't even really. It was trash, is what it was.
Remember playing the McDonald's Monopoly?
Mm-hmm.
Do they not do that no more?
They do.
They still do it?
Yeah.
I just remember it
You
used to
just
be a
don't eat
big.
McDonald's.
Yeah, but it used to be like a big deal. Is it not? Like everybody played.
I would have little pieces in my car ashtray I was saving. I'm like, what'd I get?
That and they did the
Small
Beanie Babies.
fry.
Remember they used to have the Beanie Babies for the in the Happy Meals or what?
Yeah, it was in the Happy Meals.
Like
Those were big. People fought over
Oh, yeah,
those.
that's a big
Beanie
deal.
Babies were big when I was in like 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade.
I hope all those people realize that collection is worth nothing now.
I saw a news story about a couple getting divorced, and it was a picture from the courtroom, and it was a big pile of Beanie Babies, and they were dividing them up in court. You wouldn't believe how many Beanie Babies.
Can you
it
imagine
was.
being a judge having to go through that?
Can you imagine being a man trying to pick which Beanie Babies you want?
Right? Pass. Well, I want to sell. I think we should just sell the collection and split the money. But, I mean, what's that even worth? I feel like that's one of those things that's not worth what everybody thought they were worth.
I don't know. I'm gonna look up a Beanie Baby. What is?
I had a client who sold a ton of those Beanie Babies for over $50,000.
Yeah.
Guess I was wrong.
What is an original Beanie Baby worth?
Opinions of Thunder Radio Management. Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
During the break, we started talking about Beanie Babies. We were getting nostalgic. We went from cereal prizes to Cracker Jack prizes to McDonald's Monopoly. Then we drew that straight over to Beanie Babies and the value of those. And you can be part of those discussions during the breaks over on Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio and watch on the Carmine Family Dental cameras. You can see just why we have faces for radio right there. But what was that? Did you find out more? Because I was like, I don't think these Beanie Babies were worth what. Because people used to have big fights over these Beanie Babies. They used to be in the Happy Meals.
Yeah.
And people it was a big to do. People had to go to McDonald's. And I remember when they got real big, that was kind of, I'm sorry, when they seemed big to me. Maybe they were before, I guess. But it's about the time they built the new McDonald's here in town with the new playground. And so we were there all the time.
Yeah.
With ball teams and stuff, getting those Beanie Babies. And I had commented, I didn't think they were worth as much as people thought they were. But Dana over here on Facebook says she had a client sell a whole collection for $50,000.
Well, these are some of the prices on eBay. A Princess Diana Beanie Baby.
Well, that's a very unique one.
$500,000
Yeah.
is what it's listed for on eBay. Now, whether somebody is going to pay that or not, here's another one for. It's the Peace Bear Beanie Baby in 1996. They've got it listed for $103,000. Again,
Peace Bear?
Peace. It's like a little tie-dyed bear, and he's got a peace symbol.
I should have kept all those Beanie Babies.
I know. I remember having a lot of these. I loved Beanie Babies. Here's a crab. He's 28,000.
Who's going to pay that much money for
For
a beanie baby?
Are you
a
kidding
stuffed
me?
animal.
Hey, I got something I want to sell you.
Yeah.
All right, what are we doing here?
Oh, we got games. It's time to fire up the phone. 728-1320.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Did you bring your statistics?
Stupid, silly stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive. You're going to need new tires at some point. Maybe it's today, maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's next month or next year even. But when you do, that can be expensive. And if you don't have the money set aside, you can get them with Freedom Automotive. They offer financing options up there. So get on by and see them at Freedom Automotive, 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in front of College Street Elementary School. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Freedom Automotive. Holly? Oops, sorry.
A survey asked if you could only eat one food the rest of your life, what would it be? Pizza was the number one answer. What's the number two answer?
728-1320 to get through on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. First person with the right answer is going to win my last 2 tickets to Lake Winnipesaukee. It's the last 2 that I've got for the year. And they're good through Labor Day weekend, I do believe. So you got to get those used pretty quick. Morning show.
Is it steak?
Boom. First caller. Nailed it. When I looked at the stat, I was like, this looks kind of easy. And apparently it was very easy. What's your name?
Gavin.
Good
Gavin.
job, Gavin.
All right, Gavin, I got 2 tickets up here for you to Lake Winnipesaukee. You come pick them up, okay?
All right, appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Let's play again. Your
I don't have 2 more tickets. Well, Thunder
we
Radio
can still
shirt.
play.
Okay.
You're twice as likely to do this in the afternoon at work as you are in the morning. So you're twice as likely to do this in the afternoon at work than you are in the morning. What is it?
So did you look at 2 stats and be like, you know what? I'm going to use the easiest one first.
I did the one I thought would be more fun. Food stats usually do good, but unfortunately they're a little easy. You're twice as likely to do this in the afternoon at work as you are in the morning. What is it?
728-1320. Get through on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. Stupid silly stat number 2 today. Gavin quickly won stat number 1. That was
steak.
Pretty easy. Glenn says drink coffee. That's backwards, Glenn. You're going to drink coffee in the morning, right? We're doing twice as likely in the afternoon.
Maybe his guess is coffees because so it can keep you going. Like
Maybe.
you've run out of energy.
I'm with you. Morning show.
Take a nap.
Take a nap. That was my first guess, but that was not it. Good try. Take a nap. Christy said yawn. Yawns are so contagious. You ever be around somebody who yawns and just start yawning?
I think they did a study and they said that people who yawn when they see someone else yawn, you're a impressionable person.
Oh, okay.
Science or something.
Science. Morning show.
Morning show.
Take a break.
Take a break. Good guess, but not it. Morning show.
Complain.
Boom. There it is. Complain. You're twice as likely to complain in the afternoon as you are in the morning. What's your name?
Sherry.
Oh, yeah, Sherry. When you start complaining, you start early or do you wait till the afternoon?
Little of both.
Little of both. No need to discriminate. Don't discriminate. All right, Sherry. Good job. Yeah, complain. So you're twice as likely to complain in the afternoon as you are in the morning. I get through about the first 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah, Josh he's a big complainer, big fan of it.
That's not true.
If he opens his mouth, chances are there's a complaint coming out. Usually about something I'm doing.
Stop doing it wrong. I got a whole audience here that can attest that it's your fault that I get all riled up. 2 winners today, Gavin and Sherry. Speaking of, why don't you tell everybody about our t-shirt design contest?
Okay.
Because that's still going and we need entries.
Yeah. anybody can enter. Students, grandmas, anybody. We need
the middle-aged.
I heard the guy. Never mind. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, why would I complain about Holly?
What were we talking about? T-shirt design. We need a new T-shirt. I'm really good at radio. Send us your designs at hollyp.wmsr@gmail.com.
Just draw it out on paper.
Draw it on paper.
It's got to incorporate Thunder Radio in the name, or the Thunder Radio name, or the logo somehow. Draw out what you think would be a good design. Using marker probably works best, or you can do it with pencil, then trace over with marker. Or if you're really good, you can use a computer.
You did this so much better than me.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
I would
buddy.
give you an opportunity to try, and then I'll jump in and fix it. So
you make me want to fight you sometimes. How you just
send your designs to Holly, hollyp.wmsr@gmail.com. You can send it a couple of different ways. If you draw it out, you can take a picture of the drawing, or I don't know if y'all know, if you got an iPhone, you can use your notes and you can scan it. That works pretty good. And just get us that photo. We'll vote on those here locally, and the winner is going to win a $200 in-home or at-home teeth whitening kit from Carmine Family Dental. And you're also going to get your name on this shirt and your design on the shirt, and you're going to get a free shirt. We may even give you a free shirt for the whole.
Be walking around going, look, I designed that shirt, because people wear their Thunder Radio shirts everywhere.
Golly, we see them things everywhere, and it makes you feel good when you see them.
I'm gonna go up and pat people on the back and say, "Hey, buddy, like that shirt."
Yeah, I listen too. I saw Westwood basketball player last night at the Westwood volleyball games walking around with that blue one on, the navy blue, just walking around with that Thunder Radio shirt. She came over and said, "Hey," I
love that.
She said, "I think I got it when my dad went on the morning show one of those 30 different times." She said he knows the answer every day. He's just not allowed to call in every day.
That's funny.
We got those rules, Can't be making quilts out of our shirts.
The design is going to come in, but do we pick the color the design is going to go on?
Well, we could make some adjustments to it. We'll work with the winner and be like, we're going to do it on this shirt. Can we change these colors? And it's our logo. So
I want to stay as true to the,
absolutely.
But say a kid sends
almost everything they draw is going to be on white.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. We may make adjustments to the colors.
I could invert it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll figure that out. I'm excited to see the entries. I know that there's a couple of classrooms that are doing it as their art project.
It's great.
I love it.
I know. And y'all can hang them up at your school. That'd be cool. Like, take them all and hang them up in the hallway. Remember when that was a thing? I mean, I'm sure they still, I say when it was a thing, like they don't do that. I'm sure they still do it. I've not been in elementary school in a while.
Do you remember how proud you were when your parents came to the elementary school and you're walking down the hall and you point to which one is yours? Mine's this one.
They never would hang mine up.
Whatever.
They put mine inside the classroom.
Whatever.
They did. There'd be 20 drawings outside in the hall, and there'd be like 2 kids they kept in the classroom.
I kind of believe it, because one time we dyed Easter eggs with the kids, and I don't know how, but Josh was the only egg that was gray. Like everybody's eggs were brightly colored and pastels and beautiful, and Josh had the grayest eggs.
It's like my soul.
They look rotten.
I didn't know. I mean, Holly's like, I don't know how to dye eggs. I have no clue. I'm not artistic. And Holly's like, just dip it in the dye, Josh. Just dip it right on in there like this. And she would do it, and she would do doop, 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 and come out and look. And it'd be this beautiful egg that you would buy at Walmart and reproduce and sell to the Easter fairies. That's what her eggs look like. And then I'm like, okay, doop, doop, doop. And it's like, oh, it looks like this got, crapped on by a goose. It's awful.
He would put it, just like dump it in the purple and then let it sit, and then just dunk it in the orange and just let it sit. Well, that one comes out brown.
Yeah. But mine was awful. My egg was awful. I'm like, I didn't even want to eat it.
It looks like it might make me sick.
Yeah.
If I eat it. Maybe those are good. That would be a good Halloween egg. Maybe Easter eggs just aren't your thing. Art is not your thing, is it?
I don't do art. I tried when I was, I can't cut on the lines. I can't color inside the lines. My glue doesn't look right. It's lumpy.
That's why I find it so outrageous when you give me tips on like decorating or what would look good where. I'm like,
she don't listen anyway.
Are you talking to me?
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Let's tell you about Common John Brewing Company. They will be open tomorrow, starting at 8 a.m. for breakfast. 8 o'clock breakfast, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, try the scrambled egg power bowl, the breakfast burrito. It's all good. You got Singo on Wednesday night. Always a good crowd down there for that. And tickets to their beer fest available. CommonJohnBC.com. So go check that out. Also check them out on Facebook and Insta at CommonJohnBC.
This is Matt Harris at the Harris Law Firm. Are you ready to divorce your husband so you can marry your sugar daddy? If that sounds like you, give me a call. You have options. We can talk strategy. 931-450.
Just saw a sad headline.
No. Thunder Buddy would be a perfect shirt.
I'm a Thunder Buddy.
Put it on yellow. We've had those before.
What, yellow?
Yeah, so you can stand out, like a yellow one.
I was going to do trivia. That's what I was going to do.
Visit southlandpharmacy.com and click telemedicine clinic to get started today. That's southlandpharmacy.com.
You got to watch and see who.
For nearly 50 years, we bet it all on better.
What kind of fish was Dory from Finding Nemo? Don't look it up. Don't look it up. What kind of fish was Dory from Finding Nemo?
Dory?
Dory.
Okay, it says blue.
She was a bluefish.
Did you see Kate's video on Instagram?
The deer?
No, not the deer. Her open house sales video.
I didn't see it.
You should go watch that.
This big old house?
Quite no, just she's quite the marketer.
Oh.
Heidi says clownfish.
No,
That was Nemo.
That was Marlin, the dad, and Nemo. They were clowns. Dory's. I'm going to give you a hint. Blue. Kate said blue, but that's the first word in the name of the kind of fish that Dory is.
With Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment.
Y'all ain't going to get it.
Oh, yeah, they might be answering. No, they're not.
It's called, she's a blue tang. T-A-N-G, tang.
Oh, well, Kate was close.
Yeah, Kate's closest.
Learn more at drvanwinkle.com or visit his new location.
Who is, this is an easy one. Who is the Greek goddess of love? That's easy.
Spring showers bring May flowers, but water inside your home or business only brings headaches and stress. So minimize the damage with free flood detectors.
Who is the Greek goddess of love?
Free flood detectors with any new security system. So whether it's video surveillance, Wi-Fi capable thermostat, remote door locks, or water detection, Bidleman Security can help your family or employees stay above water. Call your local Bidleman Tech office.
You drop your car off to get the tire patched, and you're just like sitting there knowing that something's wrong with it. You got to have a whole new tire.
In a world of cluttered garages, Lois starts a cleaning frenzy, putting Peter's valued belongings at risk.
Venus.
His only hope, Acme's
Good guess, not right.
Kate, 0 for 2, man. You suck at this game.
impenetrable gates, 24/7 access, and a fresh storage center.
Stop playing.
Storage saves Peter's legacy. Don't let your treasures turn to trash.
She's going to bite you.
Well, she's already kind of mean, so.
The correct answer to
Act now and protect your possessions.
which Greek goddess is the goddess of love? The correct answer is Aphrodite.
You- Hattie had it. In that video that Kate posted on her Instagram, she popped out of the top of the damn washing machine. She looked like Jack in the Box.
That's a big washing machine.
She was just like, whoop. I can imagine. I would get so much anxiety trying to get inside. You remember being little and squeezing in places like you would just hide from your parents? Did you ever do that? Like I'd be in like a cabinet, like a towel cabinet. Like how the hell did I fit in that thing?
You were little.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how little I was, but I'd be in the towel cabinet. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? There's 2 reals and a fake here, isn't it? Am I ready? I guess that's the question.
Half worth of proof that opposites actually do attract. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Thanks for hanging out with us each and every day. We're here 6:30 until 8:30, Monday through Friday, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle here at Manchester. Plenty of ways to catch the show, whether you watch us on Facebook or YouTube. That's on the Carmine Family Dental Cams. Everybody's welcome to watch. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Just get on there and watch the show, and you can get in the comments, and whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. And it's only a couple different Facebook pages, different groups. Wherever you comment, it comes to one spot, so I can look and see, and we'll interact with you there best we can. And you can also listen to the show on the OG, AM 1320, 107.9 FM, 106.7 FM worldwide on the Manchester Go app. And you can listen to the shows later. They wouldn't be live, but you can listen on Apple and Spotify. Just search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly. Join our tens of subscribers there. It is free. What are you grinning about?
I'm watching this video. The Kate.
Oh, a lot of effort went into that.
She's so cute. She's like a little Barbie doll. What we got? Name that 2 reels and a fake here. What?
Name that 2 reels and a fake. Yeah, we do.
Country music is garbage.
Fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got to buy a thing, but you're a redneck, but I'm rednecker than you.
And if you don't hate it, you will in a moment.
Kinda like that you ain't afraid to get mud on your
It's
boots.
time for 2 reels and a fake.
Here's how it works if you've never played along with us. Every Tuesday, we do Tuesday 2 reels and a fake. I have 2 real country music lyrics and 1 fake. So 2 of these are real. They're on the radio. People are getting paid for them. And 1 of them is fake. It's not a real lyric. I wrote it. And you have to spot the fake. I am 173-8 against Holly. So we beat her up pretty good in this game. Are you ready to try?
Ready.
All right. Let's get on over here and try out song number 1. Sorry. Let's get it pulled up here. All right. Song number 1. Something pretty simple about an 18 Tennessee summer. 84 was the number I wore under Friday lights. How could I forget that night? Yeah, that girl was a homecoming honey. Kind of small town pretty. Made them dark days sunny. Song number 1.
That could be real, I guess.
Song.
I don't here lately. I've been hearing something and being like, okay, that's my first guess. That's what I'm going, and I'm not listening. It's like I've cut it off right there.
Song number 2. Blow out the neon. Don't gotta go home, but we can't stay here. And them records all spun, but the dancing ain't done. The night's only begun. We can't go anywhere. Take a ride to the boondocks. Turn my truck to a boombox. Yeah.
I don't think you would have laughed that hard at your own. I feel like maybe that's real.
Oh, boombox. Song number 3. Song number 3. Could have been with me, but you want to be free. Guess I ain't the man you want me to be. Ain't gonna drown myself in what ifs and doubts. Just pour another whiskey, and I'll give my ex a shout.
That's you.
Song number 3.
3's fake.
What is the reasoning there?
I just feel like you write them sad songs.
All right, Holly thinks 3 is the fake. All right, well, let's go ahead and eliminate 2 because I gave it away because I couldn't stop laughing at that. Song number 2 is After All the Bars Are Closed. It is real. It's Thomas Rhett. After All the Bars Are Closed. Where is that? I got it here somewhere.
Riveting.
You just calm down.
Well done.
Just calm yourself down. After All the Bars Are Closed by Thomas Rhett. There, let's see. I got it somewhere.
Tell me where you wanna go.
Is this not quality?
Sounds like, yeah.
We can find a place to park. from the bottle and
There's some auto tune going on there.
I'll tell you anything you wanna know. After
That's song number 2. That's in fact real. And Holly says 3 is the fake. Do we got any options? Kevin says 1 is the fake. Jessica said you like putting Thomas Rhett in these. Thomas
He
Rhett
loves Thomas
I
Rhett.
don't. No, I liked his original stuff. It's easy to put him in there now because all of his new stuff is trash, just absolute trash.
Yeah.
Glenn says 1's fake. Kevin says 1's fake. Pam says 1 is fake.
Wait, can I hear 1 again?
Song number 1. Something pretty simple about an 18 Tennessee summer. 84 was the number that I wore under Friday lights. How could I forget that night? Yeah, that girl was a homecoming honey. Kind of small town pretty. Made the dark days sunny. That's song number 1.
That's probably you.
No changes.
That's you.
No changes. You said 3 was fake.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I wasn't listening when you said it the first time. That's my own fault.
She said, do you want to change? Christy said 1.
I think it's 1.
Are you changing to 1? Are you changing your mind?
I don't. They're both dumb. I think it's because if I change it and it's 3, I'm gonna be real mad. But if I leave it at 3 and it's 1, that's my own fault. Yeah, it's my own fault. I'll go 3.
She's going 3. 3's the fake. You're sure?
No.
But that's what you're sticking with.
I don't know. It depends on what the answer is.
No. I don't even allow changes. That's part of the game. There's no changes, but especially after we've eliminated 1. But it was pretty clear that it was 1 or 3. So I'll allow a change if you want. That's completely up to you. This is your call.
I say 3's the fake.
Kathy says 3's the fake. Everybody else says 1 is the fake. All right. Give me a drum roll, please. Holly. Whoops. Holly, you are correct.
Oh, I'd have been mad if I'd have changed that.
I tried the old reverse psychology to get her to switch it, but it didn't work on her. So 3 is actually fake. Everybody said 1. 1 is real. It's Thomas Rhett.
I'm better than all of you.
Song number 1 is Thomas Rhett's new song, Overdrive. Something pretty simple about an 18 Tennessee summer. It's real bad. If you want to find something real bad. Let's see. I could play a little bit of it. My Facebook crowd, I'm going to probably mute you. Sorry. I don't need new writers. My writing was good. Or Thomas Rhett needs new writers. Yeah, I can write for him. Got to mute y'all for a second over there on the videos. It's not very good.
I honestly feel like
Say it again. Say it again for everybody.
I feel like that song is a Taylor Swift song.
It sounds like a Taylor Swift song. Maybe she wrote it for him.
Like if Taylor Swift released that song right there, I would not know that. I would have thought she wrote it.
Yeah. Song number 3 was written by me. Call that one Could Have Been Me.
Because I could tell it was awful.
Could have been me. I wrote that this morning.
I think that's the name of a song already. Could have been me sitting there with you.
Probably. I'm sure there are songs with the same name, and that's
Billy
allowed.
Ray Cyrus.
It's allowed. You're allowed to have the same song name as another song. I'm not allowed to rip the lyrics.
Well, I'm pretty sure that was some of the lyrics.
Look, it's country music. There's going to be whiskey in it, and there's going to be bars.
And boondock.
That's going to happen. There's no way to not replicate it.
We were messing around with AI, and he put in stuff like cut off jeans, mudding, fishing, and it wrote a song that sounded like it could have been played on the radio right now.
Oh, yeah, it can do a pretty good job. The Chat GPT, the issue I have with it is I feel like, because I have an account, I feel like the mobile version is not as good as the desktop version. I don't get it because it's supposed to be the same thing.
Yeah.
And same account, but it doesn't do as good.
What are you doing?
I'm getting to write me a country song right now. We're going to tell everybody. I got a minute. I'm getting to write me a country song right now. We're going to tell everybody.
I've been listening to more ever since we went to that Wallen concert. I've been listening to a little more country.
Oh, I got you hooked to it.
It's okay every now and then. I really don't like slow country, like slow, sad, dramatic songs.
I don't like that.
I don't want to listen to that. Sad, yeah.
So ChatGPT is writing me a song right now, and not only is it writing me a song, it went ahead and gave it a title.
What's it called?
Mud on the Tires and You by My Side.
Okay.
That's the name of it.
That's a long title.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to read the first verse. You ready?
Yeah.
Out on that county line where the road signs fade, got my old Chevy in the sunshine blaze. Cut off jeans and boots, spinning on your seat. You and me, girl, we're chasing that creek.
I would not know that wasn't a real song somewhere.
It's pretty good. Just for the only prompt I gave it was write a country song, use cut off jeans, mud, and big trucks and girls. That's all. I literally just typed that just like that. No punctuation. That's what I wrote.
That's a little scary.
The chorus: big trucks and little back roads, kicking up dust where the good times roll, mudding through the fields,
no, that's a
wild
Luke
and
Bryan
free.
Song.
It's just you and those cutoffs next to me.
No, that's a Luke Bryan song.
It's pretty
I think
good.
I've heard him sing it.
It might be a Luke Bryan song. Songwriters have got to be terrified of ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel bad for them.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Let's get a full weather forecast here real fast. Pretty nice day today. 86, sunny skies. Tomorrow, 87, sunny skies. As we start to kind of creep back up, just slowly, we'll be 88 on Thursday, the 90 on Friday and Saturday. And we do see a rain chance back in. Thursday, a 20% chance of rain. Then Friday, Saturday, that rain chance up around 50%. And the overnight lows go from the mid-60s up into the low 70s. So we see those more mild evenings. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. Spiders, termites, fleas, ants, call today. There's no contracts to work with Patent Pest Control. 931-247-0781.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment.
Birthdays are next. Birthdays. What?
No.
Something funny?
Something funny, buddy.
Who won the birthday yesterday? I didn't win. Shoot.
You didn't win?
I didn't win.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I did win, actually. Birthdays.
All right, more trivia. You guys asked for it.
Are you looking for a dental office that can take care of your entire family?
Something are so easy. Like this one. What type of alcohol is traditionally used in a margarita?
Tequila. I don't like margaritas much. Unpopular opinion. I don't like all that salt. I'm getting to where I don't do the mixed drinks much anymore. Just the beers. It's crazy how the palate changes.
This is one that I actually heard. Me and my mom were in a car we were going to Georgia to visit family.
All right.
I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Front seat of the car. This come on the radio as a trivia question. This exact one, and I knew the answer. It's easy. My mom didn't know it though. What is the largest human organ? The largest
skin.
It's the skin. Yeah.
Are you proud of me that I knew that?
I think I've told you.
No, I just knew that. I'm smart.
Okay, yeah, I'm proud of you.
I haven't chewed gum in a long time.
And you chewed it yesterday?
And bit the snot out of my tongue. Just bit the hell right before I went on the air too. I just chomped down so hard. I'm thinking if I got something to put in my mouth, I won't put food in there.
This is an easy one. In which language does konnichiwa mean hello?
Japan.
Yeah.
Knees.
Japanese. Yeah, there you go.
Japanese. Japan.
Japanese. What scale is an earthquake measured on?
The Richter scale.
Yeah.
I'm very smart. Clearly.
These are like baby questions.
Can you imagine asking the girl one some of these questions? And how that would go?
I'm getting out of this one. These are too easy.
No, I keep asking. I like them. I'm doing good.
I'm going to the Britannica trivia.
It's like scheduling the week teams, buddy. I'm just beating it up right now. Holly.
It's not trivia.
Birthday time on the Thunder Radio morning show on this Tuesday, August the 13th. Calling with those birthdays at 728-1320. I'll put you on the list. And this afternoon at 4:30, Tiffany will draw for a winner of a slice of birthday pie from our friends at the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. Yesterday's winner was Junior Baker. You can claim your certificate here at the Thunder Radio Studios. At the end of the week, we give away a birthday cake thanks to our friends at the Manchester Food Lion. So get those birthdays in. And we want anniversaries, too, because at the end of the week, we draw for a designer's choice floral arrangement from the Mossy Pot. Let's see here. Drum roll. I got one birthday on the list. That's it so far. Janet Eckerson is 66 today. Good age to pick up some sticks. And that's all I've got. I had a late anniversary come in yesterday that I need to add. Let's see here. Where did that go? It was after the anniversary drawing, or after the anniversaries were read yesterday.
What are you looking for?
I had an anniversary turned in late yesterday.
It was the
It was Steve and Wilma Trussler.
yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and say belated anniversary, happy anniversary to Steve and Wilma Trussler. And they didn't get that read off yesterday, but that's okay. They're still eligible for the floral arrangement at the end of the week. We'll draw on Friday. Tiffany handles all that stuff. All right, celebrities?
I don't really have a lot of celebrities. The late Annie Oakley has a birthday today. Little sharpshooter. She starred in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. She could consistently shoot a playing card edge from 27 meters away. Her story has been adapted into a musical, Annie, Get Your Gun. She is arguably the first American woman to become a superstar. So a little bit of trivia for you.
And happy birthday today locally, Ethan Stacy, turning 15 today. So another birthday turned in. Get that added to the list. You got all day to get those birthdays in. 728-1320. We love birthdays. We love giving away pies and cakes and flowers. Mercantile Food Lion and the Mossy Pot. Really big thanks to those folks for making that happen. Top of the hour, time to switch gears. Morning show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. We got 30 more minutes of fun right here on Thunder.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio.
Your hometown radio station.
All right, we're back. Oh, let's see.
Thunder Radio's local news update is brought to you by Spring Street Market.
Doo-doo-doo. What are we doing in this segment? You want to talk about CBS just completely changes the headlines for
Sure.
Kamala? Oh my gosh. It's insane.
They say it's your birthday. Trivia. Sorry. Oh gosh. This is every kind of trivia you could possibly possibly imagine. Easter trivia. Dog trivia. Let's do dog trivia. Everybody likes dogs.
Except psychopaths, probably Democrats. Probably cat people. You feel like there's a tie there?
What?
Liberals are probably cat people.
No, I don't think.
I feel like that probably happens. I'm just gonna make it up. That's what the news does.
This. I can't find any good. Which breed would you most likely see racing?
Dachshund.
A dachshund.
I just made that up. I don't know.
That's a weenie dog.
No.
Are you most likely to see a dachshund racing?
It seems like he should be dashing. Racing. I don't know.
Try again. That's definitely not the right answer.
A bigger one.
Yeah.
Racing dog.
Yep. That's what we're looking for.
Greyhound.
Yeah. Did you look over here, you little cheater?
I didn't look over there.
You looked over. You were like, except you're not slick. What dog is primarily used as a guide for blind people?
I know that answer. I just can't think of the name. A seeing eye dog.
He's my blind seeing eye dog. What in the world would anybody want with a blind dog? Major pain.
I could cut a little rug in my day.
That's a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
Choo, choo.
It's from the heart.
Took it out.
Left
Feel
ventricle. What was that girl's name? It was Hillary on the
Yeah.
Fresh Prince.
What, you mean what's her name
Yeah.
on the show?
Yeah.
On
Something. Daphne Maxwell.
No.
Is that the mom? What was her name?
Daphne Maxwell.
Daphne Maxwell.
What
Reed. What's her name?
The actress?
Yes, what's her name? Then what's the actress's name?
I don't know her name. Josh? I don't know.
Parsons. Karen Parsons. I got it.
You didn't get nothing.
Nobody said anything over here.
That's not her name.
Yeah, it is too. It's Karen Parsons.
I'm gonna tell you. Karen Parsons.
Oh, tell me I was right.
Ooh.
What?
She don't look the same.
She did not age well. I mean, she's got to
I'm
be
not
pretty
aging.
old by now.
I'm not aging well.
Oh. Yeah, but I mean, how old is she now?
I don't even know her name. What makes you think I would know her age?
She's 50. She'll be 58 October.
She looks good for her age.
Yeah.
It's just
You remember her as a
I remember her as that.
right.
Like the last time I saw her, she was on Major Payne, so in my head, that's what she looks like. When did Major Payne come out?
Oh, mid-90s, right? Late 90s.
95. I was 10.
Well, literally the mid-90s. Look how smart I am.
Oh, Cadet Alex Stone. Let's see what other movies he's been in. Probably nothing. Let's see if he's been in anything I've seen. Nope. He's been in a lot of movies. Just kind of, I think maybe that was probably his biggest movie. Hot in here.
Hey it's Heather with New Haven Mortgage, and you're listening to the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Thanks for hanging out with us. That's right. New Haven Mortgage brings you the final 30 minutes, and they can bring you the home of your dreams. Talk to them about getting pre-qualified before you go home shopping. You want to be pre-qualified. You want to know exactly what you can afford. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your realtor's time. New Haven Mortgage can help you with that. Walk through the process. I know it can be a little intimidating, but they're there to help. NewHavenMTG.com. NMLS 1477317. That's New Haven Mortgage in downtown Manchester. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, Josh.
Y'all missed part of the show. Shame on you. We're here from 6:30 to 8:30. You should wake up with us, and you should listen to the entire 2 hours. But if you can't, I get it. You got to get in and out of the car. You got to go to work, or you wake up a little later. You can listen to the show later on Apple and Spotify. Search for The Morning Show. That's what you want to type in. The Morning Show with Josh and Holly. You'll see our mugs pop up. Click subscribe, and you can get all the content there. You can also rewatch the show later if you're able to watch the video on Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. Give us a follow, and you can watch on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile cameras. All right, Holly. We don't like to talk politics.
I don't.
I like to talk politics, but so did we talk about it yesterday? Didn't we talk about it yesterday? Some about Kamala Harris says that she's now not going to tax, or was proposing a no tax.
We touched on it briefly. We didn't
on tips. She was proposing no tax on tips.
Yeah,
which is funny because Donald Trump had proposed that like 2 months ago. Which I don't even necessarily know how I feel about all that necessarily, but whatever. So I have the CBS News headlines here from both instances, and these are real. This is the real CBS News headline from when Donald Trump proposed it, and then the CBS News headline from when Kamala Harris proposed it. Are we ready?
Yes.
CBS News. Former President Trump's vow to stop taxing tips would cost the federal government up to $250 billion over 10 years, according to a nonpartisan watchdog group. They like to throw in the nonpartisan so they can be like, look, see, it's not us. It's not partisan group says this. This is terrible. Look at what it's going to do. It's going to cost us money. CBS News. All right. Over the weekend, CBS News. Vice President Kamala Harris is rolling out a new policy position saying she'll fight to end taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers. It's the same thing with those different headlines. Literally the same proposal.
What about how mad, what country was it yesterday that got mad? England?
Yeah, they're not happy over there that, back real quick, back to what I was talking about. Tell me it's not the media again. Just, I don't want to hear anybody's argument that says it's not the media and they're not just crooked as can be. That's really kind of what turned me toward Trump a long time ago, was watching. If you just sit and watch it, how they treat him, you wonder why. Like, why are they doing that?
Yeah.
And then you start asking some questions, right? Like, why are they, if you're being objective, so you're going to need to be objective, but why are they treating him so weird? What's so different, so mean compared to Kamala Harris, who just apparently had the best? She's going to fight. She's going to fight to end these tips.
Taxes.
Yeah.
On tips.
Yeah, she's going to fight to end taxes on tips. She's fighting for you. And then Donald Trump is
going to cost
this is going to cost us $250 billion. Anyway, so ask yourself those questions. That's all I'm going to say. Now, yeah, it was so basically over there in England, in the European area, they do not like that Donald Trump was going to be able to talk freely on Twitter last night. They didn't like it. And basically they said, they sent a letter to Elon Musk and said, hey, you need to remember that you've got millions of people, and so you need to make sure you're censoring this properly and not allowing insightful speech to be made on your platform. And Elon Musk responded basically with a
kiss my what.
You can go blankety blank. And I don't care, which I just love. Absolutely love that.
Well, didn't you say that there was a law that they had just?
Oh, it's over there. Yeah, over there. We talked about it last week. Some Holly probably won't pay attention, but so they now have dedicated law enforcement officers in England that are watching your social media speech. And if they deem your social media post to be insightful, or if they deem it to be racist, they'll come arrest you. And I just laugh at the people here who think that won't happen.
Yeah.
Because you're a Scotia way from that happening here. Or trying to. But they don't really particularly care if it's legal or not. They'll just do it. They don't really care.
Mm.
The morning show gets political.
I always hate myself after we talk politics.
It's a little bit scary. And it's because it's laughable. You hear that and you think that's not real. But it is real. And it's like, you think they wouldn't try that here? You think they wouldn't give that a good run? Because that's what they want. That's why they did not like that Elon bought Twitter. Because then they lost control over that platform. So now they're trying to legally bully him into doing what they want. Trey says, they're probably not going to make me the social media police. I'm fairly confident. But I mean, they do that now, right? The FBI does that now. They were knocking on people's doors.
During COVID?
Not during COVID, but they were more recently, they were knocking on people's doors because they didn't like how they were talking about their elected school board members and things. Like, what are you doing? That's what the federal government's doing now?
Yeah.
Because people we were pushing back on some things that school board, they were deeming them domestic terrorists because they were showing up at these school board meetings and losing their minds, and they're domestic terrorists now because you spoke out against the government. So, scary stuff.
Yeah.
And Dana said it's happening here now, just on smaller scales. And it is. That's true. It is happening here. But it will be a large scale. It will be a large scale issue if you're not careful. That's how they get you, right? It's just a little bit at a time before you realize what's happened.
They're trying to as they called it, censor it.
Yeah.
Because they have certain information that they want to get to their constituents. But we're not, no one's forcing it down their throat. Like if they want to watch it, they can. And if they're like, I don't want to listen to this, they can turn the channel.
And that's my thing. It's like, I'm like, well, if people don't want to hear that or they don't want to believe that, that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of lost my patience with,
and research it.
But then that's what they don't want you. They want you to research what they want you to research, and then they want the search results to be what they want the search results to be.
Yeah.
Period. Go to Google and Google up Trump assassination attempt and see what you get. That's how they want it to be. And it's very scary.
Yeah.
Where that's headed. And, we don't talk a lot of politics, but I mean, I think it's important sometimes to get into it. I mean, people don't care and they lose and they leave my listeners. And
I know sometimes folks are like, oh, let's don't talk politics.
We don't talk a lot.
We want to talk happy things and politics. But it's also important to be aware. And I'm not trying to push my views down any, I'm not trying to change anybody's.
We got friends who vote on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Perfectly fine.
And they're still my friends.
We just don't talk politics much. And that's fine. Trey says Holly straight up lied when she said she doesn't like talking politics. She loves it.
I'm interested in politics. I don't like discussing them on the radio.
Be careful.
Yeah, because I don't want anybody to think that because I don't agree with who they vote for that I don't like them as a person.
I think that's what makes, frankly, I think that what makes a lot of the people on our side of the aisle a little bit better. If you'll watch, a lot of the violence, the crazy violent outbursts come from the left side generally. I could be friends with you. If you don't vote my way, it's cool.
And my view on things
they
are
get mad.
They think that I care about, or let me walk that back. If I say something like, I don't think a man should be competing as a woman against women. If I say something like that, then that means I'm spreading fear propaganda.
That's crap.
And that's not what I'm doing.
I don't think that should happen.
I don't.
I didn't say I hate that person. Right? You didn't say you.
No, I don't care. I
No?
don't care if he wears
Yeah.
women's clothes. I could care less. You wear whatever you want, buddy. You want to wear high heels? God bless you. They hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody would want to do that. But if, like, I do not care what you do as long as you leave me alone. And I feel like that's where it doesn't translate. You're not left alone. It's thrown in your face, or you're called this, or you're accused of being that. And I'm like, I just want to go home and watch my hummingbirds. Like, I don't care what anybody is doing, and except for like
beating up women in the boxing ring, or whatever it is you're doing.
or like Riley Gaines, the swimmer.
Oh, she just got completely.
The whole boxer thing, that is confusing to me. I don't want to speak on something that I don't understand. Apparently, that person was born with female parts. If you have a baby and the baby has female parts, you're going to raise it like a baby. And if she
like a female.
Like a female, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a girl.
Could raise that baby like a baby.
She all her life she thought she was a girl, but find out later you have male chromosomes. Then that's different. You have an advantage, just like a woman taking steroids would have an advantage. Not saying that anyway, I don't want to go there. Whatever. See, now I'm all riled up.
Look what we've done to Holly.
We'll
be glad when this election is over.
I'm a very tolerant person. Until you start making me question your common sense, and then I'm like, what do you do? What are you doing?
Not so tolerant anymore.
Yeah.
Well, good discussion, Holly.
I don't know if it was.
No, I thought
I'll hate myself later for even talking about any of it. I'll be like, I shouldn't have said that on air.
Well, let's read what other people got to say about politics instead. This is not our opinions. This is the opinion of Dana. I don't think a woman should even hold an important political office. Women are too emotional, and that's coming from a highly independent, logical woman, but to each their own. No, I didn't say it. Dana said it.
I don't disagree with Dana. I'm not saying there's not a woman who can't do that. I'm not saying there's not a woman who can't do that, but
be careful, Holly.
I think I hadn't met one that I thought that could do it.
I'm not going to speak on it. I'll let you speak on it because you're a woman and you can do that all you want.
My mom, toughest lady I know. She is headstrong. She's physically strong. She's street smart. My mom is tough. I would want her on my side any day. But if I had to pick her or my dad to be in charge of running something, I would pick my dad.
You're more old-fashioned that way.
I'm old-fashioned.
Like you would pick me probably over you.
I would pick you over me. Sure. Absolutely.
And I want to pick you over me because I'm lazy. And I want to do it. Like you do it. I don't want to.
Well, yeah, there are, like, if I had to pick between my mom and my brother, I'd pick my mom. So there.
Trey said she's tough, Holly, but you're going to make her cry saying nice things about her.
My mom doesn't cry.
I don't think Laura cries. She's stone cold. Yeah. That lady is.
Everybody's like, oh, I cried at my dad. My little one's a senior and my little one's a kindergarten graduate. My mom's like, I didn't cry at none of that. I didn't cry at no graduations.
I didn't ready for him to get out of the house.
She didn't cry when she took any of us to kindergarten.
Stop your crying. Get in there.
I think
you're quite the opposite.
Why are you crying was our family motto.
Which is funny because you cry a lot.
I know, that's why they said it so much. Why are you crying?
Neither one of them cry at all. And so
my parents?
Yes.
No.
And so it's, and then you come marry me, and I'm used to not be a crier, and then I don't know what happened. What y'all have done to me, what kind of sorcery.
Now you cry all the time.
I used to be very stone cold, and now I'm just like too emotional.
We softened him up.
Yeah. Over time, I guess. But still, for the longest, I was like, why are you crying? Stop it. Nothing to cry about. Still, the other day, I walked in and she's sitting there watching sad videos She's got dog videos on the TV and soldier return home videos on her phone and just watching both of them at the same time.
I wasn't
just
watching
crying,
dog videos.
Just
but
crying.
On TikTok, I watched one soldier come home and surprise his dad at a restaurant video. And I love them. I can't not watch them. And so you watch one, then your whole feed is filled with like dads surprising their kids at their games or
And then
something.
I just walk in and Holly's sobbing on
And
the couch.
I'm
just
so
sobbing.
happy for them. I'm so happy because sometimes the kids or the parents, they start crying. They haven't seen their loved one in so long. And then somehow I get on those videos where they put the hearing aids in the baby's ears.
When they hear for the first time.
And they hear their mama for the first time and they smile and their eyes get big. Buddy, you just give me the tissues because I'm squalling.
I've seen those with like colorblind kids. They put the glasses on. They can see colors for the first time.
Grown men crying when they see green for the first time. It's like, I can't.
Why are you sitting and watching that?
It's a happy cry.
I know, but she'll sit there and do it for 2 hours and then she gets dehydrated.
I get secondhand happy for people. If I'm out at a ball game and I see an athlete, not even my kid, like y'all's kids, and they do something good, my eyes will water because I am so happy for them. I know that the feeling their parents have of pride, and I'm just happy for them.
Mudita.
Yeah, Mudita.
Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. And we're brought to you by New Haven Mortgage. They'd be glad to help you, whether you're getting into a new home for the first time, maybe you're a first-time home buyer, or it's old hat for you. You've done this, but you need an experienced team. Heather Phillips and her team, over 60 years of combined experience in the home lending industry. They know exactly what product, what line of loan to get you in. They know all the programs to get you around some of these interest rate issues. They do in-house underwriting. They pass those savings along to you. NewHavenMTG.com. You can go see them in person in downtown Manchester. New Haven Mortgage. NMLS 1477317.
Mortgage features experienced lenders with over 60 years in the business, making New Haven Mortgage your trusted local partner in home ownership. Our seasoned team brings a
good show today, Holly. Good show today.
All right, is that what you said or somebody said?
I said it. I said good show.
Well, you say it every day.
Well, it's a pretty good show. Headache.
You're not a member to us. You're a valued customer and
13-year-old me. Don't tell me what to do. Me now. Could someone tell me exactly in chronological order with great detail what I have to do?
That's so true.
Don't spend long hours in the car and a fortune on gas and travel. This summer, play close to home. Beach Bend Park, just minutes away in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Enjoy dozens of family rides, thrill rides, water slides, and more than 1 billion gallons of water park fun. It's Splash Lagoon, surf the waves, float the lazy river, or
All right, let's try trivia again. Trivia. Not Trisha.
Remember the school district canceling field trips because of low test scores.
When I read the headline, I'm like, well, that makes sense. You don't do good, you don't go on a field trip. But then when I read the story,
It's in Fayette County, Tennessee.
and I really thought about it, I even asked some of my
Hello.
uh-oh.
Yeah. Hey, Ralph.
Ralph?
Yeah. Come on by. All right. Bye-bye. I'm just checking to see if they can report. Fayette County, Tennessee school districts canceling student field trips because the test scores are too low. Due to low test scores, social media posts reads, teachers have been instructed to concentrate on math and reading.
How many field trips were they taking?
All right.
Because
This is out near Memphis. I just don't think it's gonna make a difference. I was talking last time, I'm like, what, if it's like a 1 week thing, okay, now if we do really good all week long and we read our books every day and we do good in the test, then we're going to go to the park at the end of the week. I feel like that may work on elementary school level, but to be like at the end of the year, we're not going to go to the park or whatever. I think kids are going to have that kind of
I better focus every day in school because I may get to go to the park at the end of the year.
Or whatever their field trip is.
Whatever.
The aquarium or whatever they're doing. I just don't think that's going to work.
I talked to a couple
We can talk about that tomorrow.
my teacher friends, and they said we may take 2 field trips a year.
Yeah.
So the teachers, whoever it was that made the announcement said that they wanted the teachers to use those days to concentrate on reading and math.
How many field trips are they making? Yeah.
So 2 extra days. Do you think your test scores are going to be raised?
Yeah.
And do you remember sitting in school when it was just eventually you zone out?
Yeah.
There's only so, and I feel like teachers.
But what are they doing after tests are done anyway?
I feel like teachers have their hands tied behind their back with so much they're expected to do as far as testing that they can't really teach.
Right. They teach to the test a lot, I think.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about with criteria that they're given and expected to cram it in. Yeah. And what's the 3rd grade thing? I
think the test's got to be so good, they got to do it again. That's going to do it for us today. Big thanks to everybody for hanging out with us on the morning show. Be back tomorrow, 6:30 until 8:30. Want to tell you about the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. They're closed Monday and Tuesday, so can't go there today. But you can call them and talk to them about their catering. They're great caterers. We'd love to have you use them. They came by and did the Thundies for us. 320 plates. They were awesome at the Mercantile, and they can be awesome for you at 723-2491. What?
Did you see their new football?
They got a football menu. Yeah, I did see that. So for your football parties, right? Is that kind of what that's designed for?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up here right now. It's football season is getting ready to start back. You want to have friends over, don't want to do a bunch of cooking. Let the Mercantile make you up a football bundle. It serves 8 to 10 people. You get 24 sliders. Those can be pizza, hot ham and cheese, pimento cheese, chicken salad, different kinds of sliders, chips and dips, salsa, all of the 20 sausage balls, 20 everything you need for a good football party.
We'll talk to them about that at 723-2491 or get on by and see them at 210 North Irwin Street across the street from the Manchester Police Department. Ask them about their football bundles for the upcoming college and pro season and things like that. All right, we're done for the day. Catch replays of today's show on Apple and Spotify. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly, or you can rewatch the show on Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. Swap a Chop coming up next.
Yeah.